Welcome back everyone to a new video on the channel. Today we are going to be discussing the worst campaigns per race. Recently I did a video for the best ones, so let's just dive straight on into this. Of course, my personal opinion, but I've played quite a bit of this game, so hopefully I can make a good list for you guys. Starting off with the Beastmen here. We have a very cool race, but honestly the worst one is going to be Ogre, the Shadow Cave, in my opinion. Absolute awful starting location. I mean, what can you even accomplish there? It's not even going to be fun. You have Khazrak in the Empire, you have Tarok just crushing the Dark Elves. I personally think that Malagor is really great, but honestly, Ogre, my least played Beastman campaign, I don't really like it. It's quite fun to just spam Chaos Spawn, but well, that's about it. I think he is obviously the worst one for this race. Demons of Chaos. Alright, on a more serious note, we're getting to the Empire now, and there's only one pick here. It's Marcus Wolfhard. I mean, if you see this, it's honestly half of the faction effects are red. It's so bad. Hopefully they are going to rework this sometime in the future. It's a pretty much of a gimmick campaign. If you really want a challenge though, just try this campaign once and you will absolutely hate your life with Skulltaker and the Moss now close to you. Yeah, it's a bit of a nice challenge, but honestly the rest of the Empire is pretty good. Even Folk by the Grim can be a pretty interesting campaign with his flagellants. Of course, Elspeth, Call France and Baltzar Geld are absolutely amazing, especially Baltzar Geld is just a beast, but the worst one is Marcus Wolfhard. Getting to the High Elves here. It was a really tough choice for me. It was actually a coin toss between Teclis and Alariel. And in the end, this may be the most controversial choice on the list, I think. I am going to pick Teclis. Of course, with his recent reworks, he has become so incredibly powerful. It's not even normal, and I really do like him as a lord. He can be quite overpowered, but honestly, he is just not at a good position. I mean, you have to sail somewhere else to basically feel a lot more powerful. You are stuck in a really bad starting position with Kairos close to you. I mean, you can knock him out, but basically you have like 20, maybe 25 turns worth of just cleaning up Kairos' mess. And then you have uninhabitable climate, so you have to like either trade it away. It's just not ideal. I guess he is there because of the fact that he's close to Kairos and maybe will be a big part in the End Times DLC. But for this one, it really pains me, but I think he's still the worst one, although he had a great rework. The Lizards. Oh, a really fun race for me personally. However, I'm going to be picking not Tic-Tac-Toe here. I think most of you guys think that is going to be the one, but no. It is a Lord Mazdamundi. He's kind of tucked away all the way to the side. Moretti close to you. Yeah, I don't think he's that great though, because, well, he should be a really powerful spellcaster, and he's just a bit meh. I mean, compared to the rest of the lizards here, I don't think he offers that much of value here. Of course, he can be fun for once, but nah, I don't see the replayability for this particular race campaign. Sorry. And I therefore rank him as the worst one. Ogre Kingdoms, well, we don't have to discuss it. It's Greece's go-to. The starting location is pretty awful. He doesn't really offer anything special. I think the other two lords are way better to be playing. Both pretty great. Greece's really bad, I think. Although he can get powerful, but that's not the case. The worst out of the three. Tomb Kings, also a tough choice, I would say, between Grand Hierophant Katap and High Queen Khalida. Although I do think that Grand Hierophant Katap is a bit better and more fun. He has a bit of a rough starting location, but he's honestly the way better Lord. Khalida doesn't really offer anything too special. Can be fun to just try a couple of times, but nah. I mean, overall, compared to the rest, Kalita is definitely the worst one. Vampire counts. Yes, we're going to be picking Heinrich Kemmler here. He is starting close to the Empire, so it's fun to burn Altdorf down, but quite honestly, compared to the rest, I think he is much worse. Isabella and Vlad are just very, very strong with hero spams and whatever. You have Helmand Gors with his zombies, honestly pretty amazing. You have Manfred, really, really good spellcaster, 2 Lords of Magic, honestly insane, and Heinrich is just there. This is the worst one for me. And I think that Krell is probably going to be removed from his faction, or he can still be a summon, but I think he's going to be either a legendary hero or a lord. We'll see. Bretonnia, we can be short about this though. It's going to be the Fey Enchantress. Yeah, look at her faction effects and lord effects. I mean, peasant economy, yeah. And cash replenishment rate, you can just get that in these skill trees. I don't really see this as good skills. I mean, Bretonnia hasn't been reworked in quite some time, but I still think that the rest is quite a bit better, I would say. The Fey Enchantress, not so much though. Everything that she has, some other lord can achieve. And if you defeat her, you actually get cash replenishment rate, so nah, she's the worst one. Dark Elves, we're going to be ranking Malice Darkblade as the worst one. I really like the rest way more. I don't like his starting position. He has not so much to offer. I mean, it's a good gimmick, the Demon Zarkon, but not so great though. I really love Ricard, Lockyer. I mean, the rest is just honestly amazing, but the worst one is definitely Malice Darkblade. Oh boy, Grand Cathay. Well, she's already on the screen. Miao Ying. I mean, the Great Bastion, I think they still should rework that. For the base campaign, I think it worked a bit better than what they did with the Immortal Empires campaign. It's just another gimmick to defend against some stacks that are getting thrown your way. Meanwhile, you have to deal with, I mean, the new edition sale, plus the Chaos Dwarfs there. You have the forces within Cathay itself, so you have the Skaven, the Dark Elves there. Nah, I mean, the better version of this is honestly going to be Zhao Ming. Has a bit of more free campaign within Cathay, so definitely pick him over Miao Ying. Oh boy, we're getting through Khorne, and once again, he's on the screen already. He is still incredibly powerful. I mean, this entire race is honestly really, really powerful, but I have to pick one, and I think Skarbrand is the worst one. The other two can teleport, are absolutely amazing, can wreck the same amount as Skarbrand, but I don't think he is the best. The rest has just way more going for them, unique buffs, etc. So especially Skulltaker with his cloak, amazing. So I'm going to be picking a Skarbrand. Norsca, a faction that I have loved for a long time and recently got a great rework, but the recent edition is honestly the worst. I mean, you can already see this spell here. That is pretty bad. I mean, Nightmare, why didn't they actually make that as sort of a legendary hero? Still is definitely the worst one out of the three. Woofer can teleport, is honestly amazing. You have Trog with all of his trolls. Really, really fun as well. In the recent patch, I don't know if the recent patch, but about a month ago he got gutted as well. I don't think he is that strong. Or yeah, I mean, he's still pretty strong, but out of the three, he's definitely the worst one. Skaven, yes, yes, a race I absolutely love, but trash Craven Tail, man. The coward. Yeah, and it's a cowardly campaign. I don't really like it at all. I mean, it's fun for one time, but nah, after that, not so much. I mean, melee attack plus 13 after retreating. Yeah, I mean, you can play around that, etc. But I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan. And I mean, attribute encourage for Storm Vermin. If you want to play Storm Vermin or whatever, just freaking play Queek. He's just way better. The rest is just all way, way better. Especially Throt and Ikit are so much fun. Really unique one in Deathmatch Snitch. I don't think this is the most fun campaign you can be playing, so this is the worst one out of the 6. And we're already getting to Tzeentch here, and it's going to be, to no surprise, I think, a pretty unique campaign. It's going to be the Changeling here, though. I think Kairos, he has been fixed, so he is really, really strong, really fun. Definitely the better campaign of the 2, so the worst one is going to be the Changeling. One of my favorite races. It was pretty hard to actually decide which one was the worst, but the one has like the least potential, I think, to build a great empire. And it's going to be, this is surprising, I think, it's going to be Festus. He has a god-awful starting position. It's really, really interesting if you want to burn down the empire, but there are like no dark fortresses inside, so you need to actually go to the north or whatever. But even although it's not a dark fortress, nothing is. I think that Null actually is, if I remember correctly, but yeah, it's just not a lot going for him here. Obviously pretty powerful lord, but the rest is just, I think, way better. Obviously his faction and lord effects are not that great either, so it's going to be Festus. Chaos Dwarfs, really unique and cool race, but the worst one, I think to no surprise to anyone, is Satan the Black. I think pretty much got it by his starting position as well. It's not too great. I mean, he buffs his convoys. I mean, yeah, the recruitment cost for artillery. Well, you can just get a really big, good economy, so nothing too great here. So Satan the Black, the worst one of the Chaos Dwarfs. I'm going into the book for this one, but I'm going to pick one of the dwarves here, and it's going to be Belegar Ironhammer. I mean, if he didn't have that character 8 peaks upkeep increase, he would probably be a whole lot better, because he has, of course, his unique heroes. But you really need to like sacrifice a big portion of your campaign to capture CAC 8 peaks, and you're not really in a good starting position, I must say. You're close to Ikit Claw, of course, and you need to get through quite a bit of factions to actually get to CAC 8 peaks. Obviously, you can build an army and then just jump on over, but the rest is just way ahead of him when you get there. So it's going to definitely be Belegar Ironhammer, but definitely a good challenge of a campaign. I really don't care what anyone says, but I'm going to be picking Grom the Paunch. He has a not so great starting position, I must say. I mean, starting right in the Bretonnian lands, not really that great. Close, of course, to Oath One, so you can burn that down. But the rest of the Greenskins start a little bit closer to each other, so it's more easier to confederate. They have more interesting starts and more interesting, I think, faction mechanics. I mean, you do have like the nice upgrades where you can buff your goblins, for example, to high heavens, but Grom in and of itself, I think, is the worst one out of the Greenskins. Kislev, this is going to be easy. It's going to be Staltin. I think the rest are way more unique and fun. I mean, you have your magic with Zarina Katerin. Boris is really strong with his bears. You have all your unique monsters with Mother Astankia that get buffed really, really to great amounts. And then you have Kostaltin. I mean, look at him. He's cosplaying, but yeah, I don't know about him. He starts really close to Katerin, so just play her if you really want a better campaign, I would say. Definitely fun to try out once, but I think that's about it. And another really easy pick, I played him recently. It's going to be Epidemius, and it's a real contrast to Tamurkhan. Of course, Tamurkhan is really great. I feel like Kugat is really strong and potent, and then you have Epidemius with a really less than ideal starting situation, and basically your entire campaign revolves around spreading plagues. It's just not too great, I think. It was a free LC lord, so then again, don't expect much, but some of the free LC lords are really, really great, and I don't think compared to the rest, this is a really good one. Slaanesh recently had 2 legendary lords added, and I just talked about free LC. The Mask of Slaanesh was free LC, and I obviously think If you have seen that video, that was actually great. Really did a good job with that, with all of the unique stances for the dances, basically. The Eternal Dance. The Kala really fun as well, with a little bit of a new economy with your pleasure palaces. And the Kari, still stuck in Old One. Yeah, I don't know. It's a decent campaign, but surrounded by high elves, I don't really like it. I think that the other two are way more fun, way more unique. So for this one, I'm going to be picking Nakari. The Vampire Coast. Thanks to the recent DLC, of course, they got the sea-based attacks on port settlements. So that is obviously great, but there is, I think, one the worst, and that's Aranessa Saltspite. I still think she should be a Norscan Lord. She just doesn't fit in with the rest, and the rest is just way better. I mean, Luther Harkin, Count Noctilus, I really love them, although they are in different starting positions. They offer just way more. Aranessa, not really so. Also, her Lord effects, faction effects, not too great either. You do have your Setosa Free Company, and she buffs them, but nah. Silostra I really love as well. So I'm going to be picking Aranessa Saltspite as the worst one for this. Wood Elves. Yes, another faction with 4 lords that I have to pick from, which was decently hard, but I'm going to be picking Durtu. He's obviously a massive lord and quite strong, but I still think he is drawing the short end of the stick here as a legendary lord compared to the rest. Really love the Sisters of Twilight. Orion is just a better one there in the forest, so they spawn close together, so you're better off just confederating each other. Drygar, quite unique as well, has some nice buffs and unique units, so the benevolent ones. I still think they should add that to Durtu as well. So yeah, Durtu is just the worst one overall out of the 4, in my opinion. And that includes my list for the worst campaigns per race. If you guys disagree, please leave it in the comments below. Hopefully you guys did like this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys next time.